when something great happens in my life, I expect something bad to happen. So instead of being present and saying, okay, wow, we've done a great thing, which I do, but I'm always thinking, okay, but if this could all go away tomorrow. So how can I make sure that doesn't happen? Then I can just get wrapped up in that as opposed to enjoying things. And I would say that's my biggest conflict sometimes when, wonderful things happen. I got married and then I was sobbing because I was like, I'm going to die the next day.
The moment Selena Gomez paused during her Instagram live, everything changed. What had started as a casual conversation with fans quickly transformed into one of the internet's most talked about celebrity moments. There she was, smiling softly, answering questions, chatting about life, music, and everyday things, when one emotional comment appeared and shifted the entire atmosphere. What did you feel the first time you saw Justin Bieber on stage again? For a brief second, Selena seemed caught off guard. She stopped, looked down, and took a breath before answering in a way no one expected. Her words weren't dramatic. They weren't rehearsed. They were simple, honest, and deeply emotional. She admitted that watching Justin Bieber perform again brought back a wave of memories she hadn't anticipated. According to Selena, seeing him on stage felt like seeing the Justin from the early 2010s again. That version of him so many fans remember, vibrant, magnetic, youthful, and completely in his element. It wasn't bitterness. It wasn't regret. It was recognition. And then came a moment that truly captured fans around the world. Selena revealed that she teared up, not because she was sad, not because of heartbreak, but because of joy. For longtime fans who followed Selena and Justin's journey from young love to global headlines, her reaction struck a chord. It wasn't about revisiting old drama. It was about witnessing someone she once knew so closely reconnect with a part of himself that many believed had been lost over the years. As Selena continued her live stream, it became impossible to ignore what fans wanted to discuss most: Justin Bieber's second Coachella performance. The comments flooded in faster than ever. Did you watch it? What did you think? Was he different? After seeing the endless questions, Selena finally addressed them directly, and what she said only deepened the emotional intensity surrounding the conversation. She shared that, yes, she had watched parts of Justin's performance, and she genuinely loved what she saw. But it wasn't just about liking the music or appreciating the stage production. Selena explained that there was something noticeably different about this performance, something she couldn't ignore. This one felt natural, she said. That single observation resonated with fans instantly. Selena described Justin as more relaxed than she had seen him in years. His movements on stage appeared effortless. His smile looked real. His connection with the audience wasn't forced or calculated. It was authentic. For Selena, that authenticity was what made the performance so powerful. She emphasized that moments like those cannot be manufactured. They don't come from strategy meetings or perfectly timed choreography alone. They come from within, from growth, from healing, from an artist rediscovering who they are in front of the world. And in her eyes, that's exactly what Justin had done. Her comments painted a picture that went far beyond celebrity gossip. She wasn't simply reacting to an ex-boyfriend performance. She was acknowledging the visible evolution of someone who has spent years navigating fame, scrutiny, personal struggles, and immense public pressure. Selena's response was measured, thoughtful, and surprisingly mature. She even pointed out how difficult it is to return to a stage as massive and culturally defining as Coachella. The festival has become more than a music event. It's a statement, a place where careers can be elevated, reinvented, or challenged under the intense gaze of millions. To Selena, Justin didn't just perform. He grew, and that perspective changed everything. Almost immediately, clips from Selena's live began circulating across TikTok, X, and Instagram. Social media users dissected every word, every pause, every emotional expression. Some fans focused on her statement about the old Justin, interpreting it as nostalgia for a simpler era. Others zeroed in on her emotional reaction, viewing it as proof that certain connections never fully disappear, even when lives move on. But perhaps the most powerful takeaway was this: Selena's words didn't feel rooted in the past. They felt rooted in respect. In an entertainment culture often driven by drama, tension, and viral conflict, Her response stood out because it was neither sensationalized nor bitter. She didn't turn the conversation into a spectacle. She simply spoke honestly about witnessing an artist reclaim something special, and fans noticed. Many praised Selena for her grace and emotional intelligence, noting how refreshing it was to hear a public figure acknowledge personal history without weaponizing it. Others applauded her for recognizing Justin's artistry independently from their shared past. Meanwhile, Justin's Coachella performance itself has continued generating widespread discussion. His second appearance reportedly carried a confidence and ease that surprised even critics, while his first performance sparked excitement. Many viewers felt the second one revealed something deeper, a seasoned performer reconnecting with his purpose. That distinction is important. For years, Justin Bieber has lived under an almost impossible microscope. Every performance, every public appearance, every social media post has been analyzed for hidden meaning. But Coachella seemed different. Fans described him as lighter, more present, less burdened, and Selena's comments seemed to validate that perception. There was once a time when conversations about Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber were dominated by speculation about romance, heartbreak, and what went wrong. But this moment felt refreshingly different. This wasn't about rekindling Dell. It was about reflection. It was about two people who shared a formative chapter in each other's lives, now existing in separate spaces, able to acknowledge growth when they see it. That emotional maturity may be exactly why Selena's reaction resonated so strongly, because underneath the celebrity names and viral clips lies something universally human. The experience of seeing someone from your past evolve into a stronger version of themselves. Sometimes that realization brings sadness. Sometimes it brings closure. And sometimes, as Selena showed, it brings joy. Her tears weren't for what was lost. They were for what was found. For fans, that distinction mattered. It reframed the narrative from one of lingering heartbreak to one of appreciation. It reminded people that not every emotional reaction to the past means longing. Sometimes it simply means gratitude for witnessing someone rise again. As social media continues to buzz, one thing is clear. Selena Gomez's candid words added a deeply personal layer to Justin Bieber's Coachella comeback story. She didn't just comment on a performance. She highlighted a transformation, and whether fans interpret her response as nostalgia, admiration, or pure emotional honesty, it undeniably sparked conversation for a reason. Because people weren't just hearing Selena talk about Justin Bieber. They were hearing someone recognize the return of a spark that once defined an era, the familiar energy, the genuine smile, the undeniable stage presence, the Justin so many thought they had lost. In Selena's eyes, he wasn't gone. He was simply finding his way back. And perhaps that's why her reaction felt so powerful. Because sometimes watching someone rediscover themselves can be just as emotional as loving them once was. In a world obsessed with endings, Selena Gomez reminded everyone that sometimes the most meaningful moments come from witnessing a new beginning.